Our journey to Hazzard County started here, back in 1979, in a living room just like this, with our Atari, VCR, and our wood paneling too. Jim and I are brothers, and every Friday night at 8 o'clock, we'd watch the Dukes. We loved the show, and of course the cars. After 40 years of saying, hey, let's go to Hazzard, we finally did. We took our version of the General Lee, and we drove down to Georgia to see all the locations. This is our story. Jump in the back and hang on. You won't want to miss this.
Come on! Two brothers thick as thieves, watching two more on TV, riding round in their General Lee. They always planned someday they'd hit the road and cruise all the way down to GA. Might have taken 43 years to get there, but it was surely worth the wait. When they made it to Hazzard County, living out that good old boy dream. From the moment that they hit the gas, they were flying at full speed, like Bo and Luke and Daisy Duke, with some old Waylon playing. Can't put a price on that memory, and they'll never forget when they made it.
One Monday, late in May, the boys decided to take a trip on down to Georgia to go to Hazzard Square.
Welcome to Hazzard County.
Hey, did you see that? See what? The bait shop, having a sale on worms and crickets. Well, if he don't sell them now, he's going to have to feed them all winter.
That was a long time ago.
I got him. This time I really got him with both hands in the cookie jar. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Listen to me, El Porco. We're not in the Indianapolis 500. We can't have a car with numbers on it. We have to camouflage the car somehow.
Like what, JJ?
How about a limousine with diplomatic plates? Nah, I know. A bloodmobile. Never stop a bloodmobile, would they?
Nah. Ice cream truck. An ice cream truck. You know they gotta get there before it melts.
Nah. Terrific. We're out of beer, Victor.
Sorry. Oh, take it easy. You're acting crazy since this cannonball thing.
I'm gonna pull in here and get some beer, all right? How about an armored personnel carrier? They wouldn't stop that, would they? No.
After walking the square, they decided, let's go to the Oxford College to see the jump site where the General Lee jumped in the opening scene. So the boys decided next to head on down to the Boar's Nest. And on their way to the Boar's Nest, the boys found a dirt road. Now, dirt road don't mean a whole lot to me and you, but to some good old boys from Ohio, dirt road looks like an opportunity. An opportunity to channel their inner Bo Duke.
Just a good old boy.
The Boar's Nest, owned by Boss Hogg, is the slickest club in Hazzard. All the elite go there. It has a $1 cover charge to keep out the riffraff.
You know, I just don't understand you. I don't see why you don't want to help Jill with the orphanage fund. We got nothing else cooking.
She don't do nothing for me. I hate skinny women. They just ain't got no taste, that's all. I swear, if women was birds, you'd probably date a buzzard. And you'd date a crane. No meat. I'm collecting these. What for? Lining the rabbit's cage. Face up.
Daisy Duke is Bo and Luke's cousin. She drives like Richard Petty, shoots like Annie Oakley, and knows the words to all of Dolly Parton's songs.
Jerry, I'm not sure about that. You know, if we weren't cousins, I'd marry you.
I've never stopped anyone in this family before.
You got a point there.
Well, I bet you're hungry too, ain't you, Sugar?
I sure am partial to your fried chicken, Daisy.
Oh, which part are you most partial to? My leg, my thighs, or my...
Neck! That's my favorite. That's my favorite part, Daisy. Your neck. I love your neck, Daisy. I mean, chicken neck. I love fried chicken.
Next morning, the boys drove back to Covington and went to the square. When they arrived, they saw a real General Lee parked in the square. They pulled in and parked in front of the Hazzard County Courthouse. They talked to the General Lee owner, who happened to be a local Covington resident, for a little bit of history. The owner of the General Lee has suggested to the boys that they go visit the Covington Welcome Center to see some great Dukes memorabilia and some facts about the show.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Cooter coming at you. Anybody home on the Hazard net?
The boys headed on down to a jump site from the show High Octane, where General Lee jumped over a truck in the middle of an intersection.
That's Bo and Luke Dukes. And from the way they're duded up, they got something cooking. And you know it ain't girls, because it's still daylight.
Next, the boys were off, their last stop on the tour, the Duke farm.
If that had been a wild boar you'd have missed.
If that had been a wild boar, he wouldn't have been in our backyard.
Well, now, that ain't necessarily so.
This is Bo and Luke Duke. They're cousins. They fight the system. Any system. This is Hazzard County, where you never know what's going to happen next.
Hey, everybody! Listen! It's my song! Jesse Coulter is singing my song!
No, I don't want to wrestle, but I'm going to find out. And if you don't get up there and start helping me, I'm going to paddle your behind with this.
We're back in Conyers, Georgia, in Rockdale County, right in the middle and smack in the middle of the state, not too far from Atlanta. This is Interstate 20. Atlanta's that way about 20-25 miles. This is the old exit 41. It's now exit 80 and the Holiday Inn, man. Hey, now remember the first time the whole cast met when we read that first episode?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the swimming pool.
I remember. We were a big deal, wasn't it?
You gonna go swim? Warner Brothers Television came here to shoot the first 5 episodes in the fall of '78. Here we were, sitting around this table here. Denver Powell playing Uncle Jesse, one of America's great character actors. Sorrel booked as Boss Hogg, Jimmy Best, and we had seen them in all those movies over those years. And with you and I, we knew we had a good foundation of character actors with great experience. And then we had Tom Wopat show up from Broadway and John Schneider. You know, he was 18 years old when we started, and he was I guess he was afraid they wouldn't hire him if they knew how young he was.
Well, he had to have a nanny.
We had great chemistry. We all stayed here for 2 months and sort of became a family. I told you had a screw loose. There it is.
Hey, maybe, did that fall out of the camera?
The costume department, the prop department, and the office, the production offices, and all of those were along this row right here. Wait a minute. No, that wasn't Daisy's room.
Oh, you don't know.
Maybe this was Daisy's room.
You don't remember.
No, that was Daisy's room right there. Yeah. No.
There's somebody in there.
This is Bo Duke's room, 112. John Schneider. John Schneider, if you're watching this, we hope you behaved in here. We're going to see a famous national shrine now, so proper respect, y'all.
National Shrine. I thought it was Daisy's room was looking at.
That's it. Daisy! Daisy! Oh, I guess she's
Get up, Daisy.
Y'all, this was where Catherine Bach stayed in the fall of 1978 and became Daisy Duke, internationally famous now.
Yeah, $3 million legs.
Well, that's right. She had her legs insured.
Yeah, they were
by
insured.
Lloyd's of London for $3 million. I thought they were worth about $10 million myself.
That's about $250,000 a tow or so.
On the way back home, the boys decided to make one more destination trip. Stop off in Nashville to go to the famous Cooter's place.
Two brothers thick as thieves, watching two more on TV, riding round in their generally. They always planned someday they'd hit the road and cruise all the way down to GA. Might have taken 43 years to get there, but it was surely worth the wait. When they made it to Hazzard County, living out that good old boy dream. From the moment that they hit the gas, they were flying at full speed, like Bob and Luke and Daisy Duke, with some old Waylon playing. Can't put a price on that memory, and they'll never forget when they made it. From breaking down on the way, fixing it up, getting on their way, to meeting a real General Lee that day in front of that Hazzard Courthouse, ripping up the old dirt roads, Cooters tune up, throwing the hammer down, from the farm to the boar's nest, taking it all the way around. When they made it to Hazzard County, living out that good old boy dream. From the moment that they hit the gas, they were flying at full speed, like Bob and Luke and Daisy Duke, with some old Waylon playing. Can't put a price on that memory, and they'll never forget when they made it. Yeah, they made it. When they made it to Hazzard County, living out that good old boy dream. From the moment that they hit the gas, they were flying at full speed, like Bob and Luke and Daisy Duke, with some old Waylon playing. Can't put a price on that memory, and they'll never forget, no, they'll never forget when they made it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on.
I want to thank you, boys.
After a quick look at the boar's nest, the boys were off again. And they were off to do some look at some high octane, the jump site for the show High Octane, that is. It's just an intersection of the road, but you can see where the General Lee came from and where it jumped. If you visioned it, we're gonna need to do that one over because that was bad.